guys. Good afternoon. Good late afternoon. How is everybody on this Saturday? I'm doing okay, a little under the weather, but I'm here still working. So what we're going to do today is talk on this book, Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. I was recently in a summit and somebody told me to study more economics. They didn't tell me specifically, but I was in the audience and they were talking to me. So I was going to do Rich Dad, Poor Dad, since that book I had actually read before, but I couldn't find it. So this is the one we're going with. And look, it's a #1 bestseller. Think and Grow Rich, you guys. This is a established book already. I'm going to say the copyright here is 1991. So that's cool. Okay, 1991, but it's still truth in here. Okay, here's a dedication, table of contents, but the foreword is by Famous Amos. And in the foreword, this brother really advocates for this book. He says that it says black on it, but anybody can be successful. But it's about applying the principles to the book and actually doing the work. But he believes in it so much, he calls it Operation New Life. He thinks following this book, Famous Amos says following this book will give you a new life. Aloha, Wiley Amos, and maybe we should listen to him because he was successful for his business. The introduction of this book tells a story about a man in Africa who had a farm, and the farm was a lot of work, you guys. It was a lot of work to process the land. And meanwhile, other people in the town and surrounding areas were getting rich because they were finding diamonds out there in the wild. So the farmer is like, man, forget all this work. I want to find diamonds. So he sells his farm, goes out in the world like everybody else, and looks for diamonds. And he searches, and he doesn't find any, and he ends up dying a poor man with no land. However, the person who bought the farm from that guy, he became rich because he discovered a big diamond in the center of his property. And then he looked some more and discovered that original tract of land was full of diamonds, and it was to become one of the world's richest diamond mines, okay? The moral of the story is that we have what we need to be successful right here in our own personal gardens. We have it in our repertoire, in our skill set, and the gifts that we were given from God. Or your higher power, whatever. We have the gifts to be successful, right? But preparation is the key. It means being so good, so competent at what you're doing that you actually force the opportunity you seek to come your way, and come your way it will, okay? Because when you, work towards your goals, then it has no choice but to manifest, because that's what you're working towards, okay? And it says you're going to look foolish if you're not prepared when your chance and your opportunity comes, because your opportunity will come. You're going to look foolish if you haven't been doing the work. So do the work, you guys, and be free, right? Do the work that, believe in yourself. I think the #1 thing, we should realize that the only time that exists is the here and now. And that means that we're not going to wait. I'm not going to wait until I read this whole book to apply the principles. I'm going to apply the principles as I read and learn new things, especially since I do work on my dreams every day. It will be easy to incorporate a better way of doing things as I already do things. But yeah, you guys, we have to believe in ourselves and to actually work for it, okay? Here's another highlighted point. Those who are slow to make up their minds are equally as slow to carry out their decisions, okay? And that's saying, again, decide what you're good at, decide what you want to do, what you want to contribute to the world, and then go for it. Don't spend all this time going back and forth with it, or you're going to waste time. And for this book also, it says it becomes important that we know the rules that will ultimately determine our success. This book is giving us a lot of rules to think and grow rich. So applying these principles, it will help to determine our success, so we're not just stuck out there, okay? And one more thing, you guys. The individual must control his deepest perception of himself, lest he be overwhelmed by the forces of negativism and defeat in those around him. So don't let anybody tear you down. As long as you believe in yourself, that's really the first step and probably the most important step, because if you don't believe in yourself and your abilities, then how's anybody else going to believe in you? Seriously. Okay? Finding one's true self is the beginning of success. So the first step is to believe in yourself, you guys. And that goes into the first chapter, Inner Space, the final frontier, which is all in your mind, okay? Have you been meditating? Do you believe in yourself? Are you still full of doubt? You got to strengthen your inner system so that way when you go out into the world and face these failures and defeats and negative energy or low share numbers or whatever it is, you're not defeated, because in your mind you're already strong and you already believe in yourself. Okay, that's a quick rundown of Think and Grow Rich, you guys. Hope everybody has a nice day. Peace and love.